Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we have something special, the best deck in the world right now. Of course it's best in best of 3, so that's why you have the sideboard, but we did a test in best of 1 and oh boy, I had some nice results. I did not play the deck perfectly, so you can even beat this stats. So that's pretty good. Alright guys, if you want a cool deck every single day, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and let's go into action, have fun, it will be wild. Our draw is okay. It's a little bit slow. Never mind, scrap that. This is perfect though. The only thing that could be more perfect is that we are on the play, because then we would probably get an auto win. Right now we still don't get an auto win. This is Thalia for sure. This is a control deck, and it means he needs to remove Skrelv right now before Thalia resolves, kinda. Oh, alright. That's cool. Yeah, that's a full-blown control deck, so we go Raffine and go from there, and he probably will get out-tempoed, so Sunfall is our next huge enemy. This is an interesting deck, very creature-based. My turn. Alright, so Raffine won't solve this, because he can double block. He played so many creatures, man. I have to say... Do we go like Rona? We could draw and discard some few cards. Or maybe we can catch him with Mastermind, but I don't think he will draw cards. Those colors do not draw cards very well. We need Raffine at some... I think it's still Raffine, man. Even if we cannot get full value, Raffine can attack on the next turn, right? Alright, do I want to attack? I could attack with Skrelv, but that gives away a lot of our, you know, endurance. Man, he had really good opening compared, matched to what we have. Yeah, he needed creatures, because the removal wouldn't do it, and he had it. And now we are entering the Sunfall area of the game, which is super scary for this deck. Interesting. It feels like Eiganjo, doesn't it? And Eiganjo is colorless, so we cannot protect Raffine from it. If that was a bluff, that's a very good bluff. Edgar. Alright. Man, that's a lot of creatures. They're really tanky. Alright, so how do we do it? How do we do it? Oh man, I don't have great mana, so we kinda have to do it like this. Man, I think we have to do it like this. It feels very lackluster, but it's what we have to do, I feel. That's a good card to discard though. And because we cannot get the Lord Skitter token, we are playing the Dennick. Alright, I mean, that's something, that's a lot of flyers. He has some lifelink, that's the problem. And we need to take some damage. Do we go for the missionary? 6 damage is a lot. We have some blockers for the next turns. I think he might have another missionary or something like this. I think we can take this one hit. From the next turn we will start blocking with maybe Lord Skitter and Rona or something, or Mastermind. The point is that we finally will be able to stack Raffine a little bit more. So maybe that works, but he probably has some removal. There's a lot of tax and there's Skrelv. So no, that's the thing. Definitely not a game for Tekken. We only have 1 blue mana, man. That's wild. That's wild. Let's attack. We need to start going for a little bit of lethal. Let's go for the warded creature. Right, Skrelv, and I don't like Rona, honestly, in this situation. Especially that it's a blue mana. And that's some power. 7 in air, that's quite a lot actually. And we can go for Mastermind theoretically. Oh, if I wanted to play... I thought I will go for Ertai, but after thinking, maybe Lord Skitter into Mastermind is better, because it's more meat on the board. No, we can just go Ertai and kill Edgar. Wandering Emperor. I think this is something we have to counter, right? Because then he can just go on the next turn, pay 1 mana forward and get rid of Raffine. This is our only way of winning the game. We need to go by air and go super hard. I think we have Takenuma still, right? Yeah, 4 legendaries, so everything gets discounted to 1 from the channel lands. We can also Skrelv at paying 1 less life. Yeah, but Edgar will be a problem. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Yeah, 3 legendaries, so we can take this hit. And we can take back the Ertai if we really want. Man, those crews, I would love to draw with them. He can get shrouded, unfortunately, but let's see. Virtue of Loyalty. Alright. And that's it. That's the turn. Oh, I need to pay myself for this one. Is it worth it? Is it worth paining myself? He's at 17, man. I still think it might be. I want to be mana efficient. Yep, sure, that is pretty amazing. Let's get her. Alright, that feels much better, because now we can raise him super efficiently. Alright, so how do we do it? 1, 2, 3. I want to live gain as much as possible, I think. Going with Skrelv, even? Probably not. So I can put the counters here, and that should be enough. Let's go for it. I kinda like this plan. I just want to draw as many cards as I can. So we are going to 5. That's a lot. And I mean, for the value we have crews, but I don't think it will make a huge difference. So we are back to 8. We can block this very easily, or even the Edgar if we really have to. We play the land. So if somehow Thalia dies, we can go for the throat. Alright, I think we have I think we played it okay. Not sure if that will be enough to win, but it's hard to remove Sheo. So I will go to 7, protect Sheo if they have removal. Yeah, I mean, we're doing a decent job, especially that by air we can go super hard. What do you have, my friend? Emperor. It feels like an Emperor. It feels like an Emperor. So far they never had a burn spell in any way. So if we block like this, I don't think he can do anything. Let's see. Yep, I think that was a little bit of bluff. Sorry, sure. And we go for the throat, kill the token and kill him. Yeah, I think we did it. Missionary lifelinker. Alright, he needs those lifelinkers super hard. We can kill one of them, which is huge. I can draw 1 card, so let's take it. Especially that we don't take any damage and we life gain, so that's pretty huge. My turn. Let's play the land. This really helps. So I think we just attack everything, right? We kill this, we attack with everything, we plus the he's fully tapped, so we not need to keep the Skrelv, so Skrelv would also attack. Man, that was really close, but I think we navigated it quite okay. Guys, we don't have white mana, but I will still take the hand because we have Faerie Mastermind and potentially Raffine on the turn after. We also have go for the throat, so no, We don't have white mana, but we should draw one in next turns, I hope. Our opponent being just a master of magic, playing stuff, playing so-called stuff, and winning. Scoundrel. Let's see if that goes for treasure. Alright. We pass the turn. Alright, I'll take 2 damage, if that's the case. Alright, there's no priority. It's very similar to having white mana. We also have no white mana. Oh boy, that's rough. I don't like it at all. What can I say? But I will try to raise him. Because if we can get Raffine, maybe we can sneak more damage than we should. This will die very quickly. Oh, let's see the burn. Fiesta. Alright. I wish I had, I don't know, something that could block with lifelink maybe and more than 1 toughness. Well, I have to say, Mastermind hurts very often. And he's going for more value. This way we mitigate the most damage. Even though we get 1 extra hit on the next turn, it will help a little bit more. Alright. That's literally the worst turn to draw it, but at this point I'm taking it anyway. Oh boy. Do we try to trade? I don't know. Man, the Landros absolutely destroyed our game plan. So if I block here, he will just cast something. If I block Scoundrel, it's not great value, but I guess he got the treasure from it that he's not even using, so... You know what, I don't like it, but... Is that everything? Really? This is so weird. Man, he doesn't play like I expect him to play. So if that's weird, when you see it, that's why. If I want to play both, I need to play Eiganjo, and I think that's the play. I think he doesn't have burn spells somehow. I have no idea what are those then. He took the treasure, it means he needs mana. If he was flooded, he should just draw and discard. Raijo, alright. That might be our out. It's a lot of damage, but it's acceptable damage and it's perfect Otawara target. And I think I can catch him off guard a little bit. Why didn't you play this when you have doubles? Man, I don't understand what's up. I smart you. Alright. So, Otawara, I would love to... Man, I think I have to go like this, but then I have no place. I think it's like this. Yeah, this is way better, right? And 3 lifelink is already okay. Alright, nice. Alright. We will go into... Alright, he wants to go in combat, so it means... Right now he cannot replay this. And that's our extra turn that we needed to win this game, I hope. You can go for attackers. And we do not block, I think. 1 damage means like we can amplify the Raffine by 1. Alright, alright. We know everything, so we can play the Mastermind. Let's see the card. Don't forget, this will be a very quality card. Whatever. Ooh. Oh, hi. I want to say hello so hard right now. So of course we would attack with everything, pump it to hopefully 6-7 and also draw 3 cards and life gain 6. Alright, we are going first. Some legendary lands, but we have Thalia and that's huge. Let's start with the coast, just to get all the mana. And this seems to be a control deck. Hello my friend. We are good at magic, so we will cheat with Thalia on the play. So our opponent cannot... the only card that can be played is a cut down. And that is always huge. I attack here. It feels like there's no interaction at all. Is that a Mastermind? That's my question. Are you a Mastermind turn or a Rona turn? Next turn it's Sheoldred. So we kinda want to bait the removal. I think that was a slight mistake, because if he counters this, then I have Sheoldred easy, like, on the next turn. But it kinda worked out anyway. Let's go with the Plaza. And I mean, you know what's up. You know what's up. And let's attack. Alright, so our opponent can remove Sheoldred, but that will be absolute full turn. And if he wants to exile her, he needs to attack with Trespasser, so we get extra damage. It's not looking super hot for us, so it might be an interesting game. I hope I said hello. I don't want to double hello, you know. Thank you. You can attack with Trespasser, but you will lose it. You will lose it. We could go with Dennick and just go by air, right? I kinda like the idea, man. If we go Sheoldred, yeah, we just go with the Plaza then. So we can safely attack, because that will be 2 for 1. Yep, hi. What a great... Oh, what's up? That was calculated. Man, if I win, that would be so calculated. Oh boy. I think we just have to go with Sheoldred protection. I don't think there's anything else that matters. Yes, he can live gain with the Glutton, but he needs to attack, which means that we can attack as well. As long as we can protect Shaw, it should be okay. If he wants to draw cards, we will play the Mastermind maybe. Yep. Down to 9. And on the next turn we probably won't attack with Sheoldred, because now he has the blocker, right? Man, I messed with his fly. Nobody plays this card early. I kinda like the card, I have to say, it's a cool card. But nobody seems to be playing it. Nearly full tap, but go for the throat won't cut it. We could double block if we care. I'll take it, I'm at 20. And I can have the Mastermind, so that will be more damage on the next turns. So I'll take it. Do we attack Numa or play it as a land? You know what? I think we can make it. Maybe we hit something like, you know, Raffine. Hi. Man, I don't play well, but I am lucky as hell this game. Alright, so we go with those two, right? Man, I wanted to attack with Mastermind again. What's wrong with me? Like, seriously, what's wrong with me? Alright, 1 or double block? Double block, alright. I mean, we go like this, but it doesn't super matter. Alright, let's protect the stuff. And that's a good trade for us. And I think now we play the land, because we definitely want to have 4 lands. And our opponent is slightly behind. He can kill Sheoldred right now. But then he might have other problems. Tap land hurts a lot. Oh, that's brutal. He gets very good draw, but not much else. And if we attack with everything, he has force block on the Sheoldred, right? And we still deal a lot of damage. They don't really have sweeper unless they play Fiora. That's a Raffine. That's a full attack. Man, so good at magic. Honestly, I should not win this game, but yeah, I still did, so I'll take it. Alright, opponent goes first. I mean, we will take this hand, it's pretty disastrous in multiple ways, but we need to, we need to do it somehow. And that's a very good draw. That will fix some of the issues. And maybe this Otawara will be a spell. Probably backup Skrelv. Alright, so far it looks like mono white. So I'm playing the Mastermind, which means the end step, so we might, sneak peek a little bit of damage. And then we go for the Mastermind. Yeah, I'm starting to like this draw. Alright, we know everything, we play this, and that means Raffine will be extremely strong. That's a draw I also like. So this can provide either white or blue mana, so we need one of those on the other land. If I play Takenuma, Raffine won't happen. Alright, this is super important turn. And even though we are on the draw, I feel that we are doing it slowly. I will get rid of Skrelv. It's useful. They will remove Skrelv probably at some point. But we need to be ready with Make Disappear, and I want this extra power. Alright, this is the turn. I hope he does not play the Populate, because it will absolutely hurt. From the next turn onwards, I will have Make Disappear, Takenuma and Otawara as interaction, so that's a lot of stuff. And my board is getting super scarce super quickly. Emperor can get rid of Mastermind, but nothing more. Alright. You know what? That's interesting. Lifelinker, right? Because of the wedding announcement. Oh. He won't like the result. I like the play, it's pretty good, but it won't work. Mite, it actually helps us quite a bit. I don't care about pain, so we just play Caves. Alright, so it has to be Otawara, right? How much mana is it? 2. So we kill this and we attack. And then we hold Make Disappear, and that should be the perfect scenario for us. Skrelv, man. Such insane card. So... this is the attack, right? Yep. And that's the Raffine. We know that we will discard what we need. Dennick is not super important. It could be Takenuma. I like this deck for one reason. The amount of decisions you have even in short game is absolutely insane. So the better you play it, the better deck becomes. Unlike Mono Red. So we already get two attack. I don't kinda need more. I think this is the play, because then I get 2 mana Make Disappear, then I have Ertai, then I have Sheoldred, all for 4 mana. So that seems like a perfect, situation. And we just need to, maintain the state of the board. Sunfall is something he needs to play. And the problem is that he might Sunfall into Sunfall. That's how he wins, but still, I can Ertai Resurrected the second Sunfall, so he needs triple Sunfall, and he might die anyway before he plays those, because that's a 15 mana. So far he has 4, so yeah, quite a long way from there. And he decided the same. We are going first. And I think we go with the Painland. I think it's worth it. Having extra Skrelv will definitely help, especially if we draw some of the good cards. We should draw Raffine in one of the games, right? Like, I've seen, that's what happens instead of 4 lands, double Skrelv, double Mastermind. So I think we go like this still. I don't think Mastermind is something that we absolutely have to protect. They probably won't have removal for it at flash speed. At least on this turn, so I think we can sneak this 1 damage. Sometimes it matters. Honk. Wow, that was some power honking stuff. Alright, Forest. So what are you going to do? Ossification. Alright, interesting. Alright. And I guess the second Skrelv kinda helped in the end. And when we hit the next turn, we will draw so many cards. I don't think he played it okay. Killing Skrelv is never a super high priority on the early game, and the fact that he didn't play Naturalist is just insane, man. Let's see if he plays the dog. If he does, I'm drawing a lot of cards. Audacity, sure. And I think that's it, right? Right. I think I want to draw the cards, man. Do I want to block this? I have go for the throats. With lifelink, I don't think we can raise this. I will try to threaten the block at least. In this situation, we probably will have to go for card advantage game. Lifelink just makes the racing kinda impossible, man. Alright, this will be super harsh. Will you attack? That's the question. My turn. Alright, let's do some cards, shall we? Because I need a lot of cards, man. That are not lands, preferably. Okay, Thalia is a really nice draw. Thalia is a nice draw. Ertai Resurrected is pretty amazing. Alright, guys, I think I know. You are a legendary, right? We play like this. We could also bounce the Haunting and force them to replay it. But getting this means that they cannot just go super all in, and I think that's absolutely amazing. They will draw the card, but what can you do? And let's go double Mastermind attack. I think Skrelv is useful. So he has this one turn, then we go Ertai, and when he draws cards, we draw more cards. So we're getting somewhere, slowly but surely, but it's not over. The Herald hunting is super scary. He drew a land, which is not great. And now it means that it's basically the only enchantment that doesn't get taxed by Thalia. And they're going double Naturalis. That's pretty wild. Okay. I couldn't play Takenuma, I think. I hope I didn't misplay this one. Alright, so what do? We can go Takenuma, Dennick. Alright, I think I have an idea. Let's go for 4 damage. That's something. We go Dennick. And we can pretend that we're going Mastermind, when in reality we probably will Ertai Resurrected. It still is super hard, man. But when they get so many Naturalis, like, you cannot really tax them. Oh boy. Oh boy. So he will have 5 enchantments. I will draw some cards, so he will attack with double Naturalis. I think about killing one of them. Then I hope he won't be able to play more stuff. Let's try to tax them at least a little bit, and I'm drawing some cards. Man, my draws absolutely suck. Where are my go for the frauds, bro? Yep. Now they can draw a card easily. Not looking as we wanted it, man. They don't have flying, but that's it. We need Raffine right now. We need Raffine. Oh. 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 Hi. I will pay my life for this one. Good at magic? Or bad at magic? Seems I'm good. Oh boy, but honestly, we were one turn from losing. If I was on the play, that's the only reason I won. Alright guys, you want some final impressions? I kinda like the deck. There's something special about this deck. Even if the game is super short, you have so many meaningful decisions during the game, and each one of them will change how the game goes. And it's not true for a lot of decks, especially early game. With Raffine, every discard, every draw makes a lot of sense. So if you want a very high skill cap deck that also is performing very, very well, this is probably a very, very good choice. However, I might be wrong here, right? It's just my experience so far. I didn't play super much with the deck, but when there was some mono red on the play, it felt like very dicey, and it felt that without enough removal, and if you don't hit like Thalia very quickly or something, or Raffine or Sheoldred, like it can get dicey, and for Dennick they can lightning strike it immediately and attack you with swift spears, so sometimes it feels that the deck might struggle a little bit. I might be wrong, but that's my feeling. So against aggro, if you are on the draw, like you don't have this, reset button of a sweeper, and yeah, it's all about those draws. However, if you draw a perfect curve of Skrelv, Thalia, Raffine, Sheoldred, you'll probably win anyway, right? So as usually against mono red and probably a lot of aggressive decks. Against control, you have those tools of Make Disappear and Ertai Resurrected. However, I feel that Sunfall absolutely obliterates this deck, and I remember when I play control every time, I never really fear this deck as long as they don't have a counter spell. We have few, so probably you need to cherish them quite a lot, because if you can counter the Sunfall, you might win the game before they recover. If you cannot counter the Sunfall, you kinda have empty board and not much value, because you need synergies, so you need a lot of creatures, with Raffine, Dennick, Mastermind, Sheoldred, this kind of stuff, and when they clear the board from everything, you probably don't have a lot of cards in your hand. So yeah, that's my honest impression. Deck seems strong, we had good results as you have seen, and yeah, it seems to be decent enough for best of one. Yeah, not really my style, to be absolutely honest, so if you are a control player, not sure how much you will enjoy this one, I don't like creatures, and this is only creatures, alright? So yeah, that's my honest feeling, but of course, extremely powerful deck, and for best of 3, not much to say more, just the best deck in the world. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, really appreciate you being here, thank you for all the comments, and thank you for, all the support ongoing, that really warms my heart. So thank you for that, and see you tomorrow.